Hello and welcome to Forza Horizon 5. I'm davidinark, and I grabbed this during the Steam summer sale right before we went on vacation, and I just left my computer on and let it download while we were gone because, you know, my internet's so slow. Okay, so these are going to be highlights and honestly a bunch of lowlights from my learning how to play the game. Using my steering wheel, I learned that these vehicles lose control very easily. So obviously I've got a lot to learn in terms of control. After we were in the Bronco, we grabbed the Corvette, which immediately I found myself off-roading in a Corvette, sliding around, and just absolutely losing control. Now here, I did manage to take over the Porsche, but then, once again, lost control, just too much speed, and trying to, in order to adjust myself and correct myself, I was doing way too much overcorrection. I was doing undercorrection. I mean, you can see here, I'm all over the place, planting myself into a rock. Also, we're in a Porsche, in case you couldn't tell. But the labels for the controller, for my steering wheel, for the buttons, do not match what the screen said. So the rewind controls, I have no camera controls that I can tell whatsoever. So I'm going to have to figure out the mapping on that. By the way, if you've got a particular setup that you like, please let me know. You can share that down below. I would appreciate it immensely. And then this is the final vehicle as part of the tutorial, and I actually was doing pretty decently here. As long as I could, kind of stay on the road and maintain that line, then I actually did okay. But as soon as I, veered off, then that's the end of that. End up in a house. So here I'm driving the Corvette. That's the vehicle that I chose to start off with. And I am supposedly the superstar, which I appreciate. However, no, not even close. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing and how that works. Also, these other players these other cars that are in the game, are they real players? I'm assuming they are real players who are playing at the same time I am. I don't know. So you can fill me in on that too. I don't even know what to say. So, yeah, this is me just making my way to the first kind of real in-game thing that you have to do. Ouch. And I don't like that in the tutorials or kind of in these set pieces, when you get to your place, the game automatically stops you. And the reason I don't like that is just because when you're playing free roam, that doesn't happen. Here we go, jump. Oh yeah. I do have to say, this is so cool. It is so much fun. Can I drive? No. Can I control my car? No. I'm all over the place, as you can see. I missed, like, I don't know, at least 1, 2, 52 checkpoints. I don't know. But so much fun. It really is a blast to play this game. Once again, back with the Hoonigan. And so in this particular setup, this is where I forgot about this. Yeah, this is where I'm going 900 miles an hour into the walls because Dave can't drive. This is me not driving is what this is. In the meantime, you see two motorcycles up ahead of us, and for no reason whatsoever, they dive off to the side and leap off of their motorcycles, and now they're doing wingsuits. Again, I appreciate the set piece for those of us that are very, very newbie to driving and racing in games like this, because ultimately they give you the win. So, you finish first, but I have to tell you, it's a very unsatisfying. However, I did do it in 420, and 420 is a significant number. I'm just throwing that out there. So the next thing that I got to do was pick I cannot drive to save my life. But I had the opportunity to choose between two different destinations, and I chose the one where we have to go find an old Volkswagen Beetle. Now, of course, what you're supposed to do is follow the GPS blue line and take that along the roads. But it occurred to me that why? I could just make a beeline for my destination, and so far as I know, I don't have to actually follow the GPS, right? I can just, head out and drive across the way. Of course, that definitely presents a few hazards like this, where it's taking me forever to get around a tree. But, yeah, had I followed the GPS line, then, the overall time to completion would have been much higher and probably closer to accurate. But again, you can free roam. So as a matter of fact, I basically jumped over the garage. I mean, so, hey, we just roll with it. So we get here, and of course we are taken to the vehicle itself. So I have no idea what the purpose of the storyline is. I don't really care about the storyline. Honestly, I'm not invested at all in whatever storyline they got going on. My goal, I guess, is just going to be to drive around aimlessly and eventually compete in some of the races and competitions and other things they have going on. But I mean, really, I'm so glad that this is an open world game. So far as I can tell, it's pretty open world. You drive where you want, how you want, and until you get to these set pieces, which I actually enjoyed this one, taking the truck to have the vehicle towed back. And I was a little confused because I had to be able to complete this in like 8 minutes and 20 seconds or something, and you will see that we complete that way quicker. So I don't know if it's because I took the shortcut and so it cut off all of the GPS, regular road on the way up there, and so therefore I shaved off so much time, or if I managed to do something weird along this particular piece that saved me time. I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's the first part that saved me, but I mean, this takes no time at all for me to get to the end. In fact, I didn't even realize I was at the end when we get there, that you'll see here in just a second. I do enjoy this though, right here, where we've got some road construction, and then you're like, okay, how are you going to get around it? So you have several paths, and of course, yeah, we're just going to take the jump because why not? But yeah, so, we come down here and find our way to the finish, and I didn't even realize that it was the finish. I mean, you see the destination off to the side, and because this said that I had to do this, within 8 minutes, I'm thinking maybe this is like a checkpoint, or maybe there's something else going on, but no, I just rolled with it, hit the destination, and yeah, we ended up doing it in like almost no time at all. I think it's like 2:11 or something. We'll find out here in just a second. Oh, not even 1:55. So,
finding lost cars isn't magic.
Yeah, it was fun, especially when I actually did something, I guess, right for a change, rather than just beaning my car off of every obstacle that I could possibly find. There you go, 1:55. I'll take it. Not bad at all. All right, so that leads to me just driving around in free roam, and at this point I've got the Ford Hoonigan, and I'm just flying around, catching air. I do have a question about this though. So I found this place. I've got a purple flag with a lightning bolt. There is a car here. I'm at this building. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do. I don't understand what the goal is here or what I'm supposed to be doing. So if you have any idea, leave that down in the comments below so that I can figure out what I'm supposed to do. In the meantime, you see the big white mountain off in the distance there. That's where I'm headed. I decided it might be fun to just see if you can climb any of the hills or all of the hills and find your way up to the snow-capped mountain peak. And as it turns out, yeah, you can. It's pretty much open world. I'm sure it's got places you can't go. I didn't go to, edge of map or any of that kind of stuff, but look at this. We made it to the top of the mountain. So cool. The other thing that I think is also very cool, a neat detail, you'll notice that the bottom of my vehicle is white because I've been driving in the snow. And then as we come off of the snow, land in the frozen pond, which I'm glad it's frozen and we didn't just, sink to the bottom. Of course, I kind of lose control since, we're on ice and I'm sliding around doing stupid stuff. But you notice that my tires are white because they're snow covered, etc. But then as you continue to drive and as I come off of the mountain, crashing into rocks, the tires, the snow melts off of the tires. You actually can build up dirt. I love those effects. In the meantime, I decided to just do some spin outs here in the middle of town just to kill off time, and because by this point I was so frustrated in my inability to drive the vehicle using the steering wheel. I still have so much to learn, and I think I've got to also get in there and figure out how to set maybe some dead zone, because as soon as you touch the steering wheel, you're steering whether you want to or not. To me, there just ought to be a little bit more of a dead zone to give me some time to react without oversteering everything that I do. So again, if you got help for that, got some ideas, some settings, what have you, leave those down in the comments section. I appreciate it so much. Got any other questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories? Feel free to leave those down in the comments section. Special thanks to Hero of God, GamerGull, LosWilko, Connie C, Zachary, 7220 Gamer, and the Maestro of Madness for supporting the channel on Patreon and through channel memberships. I appreciate it, and I appreciate you right there hanging out, watching me play some Forza Horizon 5. Let me know if you want to see some more of this. If you want to see me actually do some of the activities and watch how disastrous it is, man, let me know, because, why not? We'll see how it goes. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.